uh, during budget deliberation, we passed the franchise of Meralco, and that was extensively discussed. We even questions during the budget kasi kasabay na inaprubahan yan. So, but that time, Mr. Chair, wala dun si Commissioner Non. No, this is the first time. That's why I was surprised he was here. I think this is the right time and right person to ask question. Because I remember vividly back then, Commissioner Non was the chairman or the head of the oversight committee with regard to rate reset. No? Because prior to his time, si Commissioner Raul Tan, if I'm not mistaken, Rauf Tan, if I'm not mistaken, on time sila. So only during time of Commissioner Non, medyo nagkaroon ng delay. So I would like to ask Commissioner Non, ano nangyari? What really transpired during his time? Bakit doon lang nagsimula yung delay ng rate reset, Mr. Chair?
Okay, Commissioner Non, would you like to respond to that?
Well, in the first place, there is no such thing as oversight commissioner within ERC. We are a collegial
Whatever,
body.
maybe
We are a
my
collegial
term is
body.
wrong, Mr.
Okay.
Chair, pero siya pa rin ang...
No, there's no such thing. Anyway, after the third regulatory period,
What do you mean there's no such thing, Mr. Non?
wala pong oversight commissioners.
So what do you do then?
We are a
How
collegial
do you
body.
check and recheck?
We are a collegial body.
Yeah, I know, but how do you check and recheck
There is
if you're doing wrong?
wala po yung ano. It's a collegial body. So if the body is wrong, then it has to be brought up by somebody else to either to the courts or to the ombudsman, which is the proper forum. Okay.
Please continue.
So after the third regulatory period, going into the fourth reset, nagkaroon ng ibang problema yan. Going to the fourth regulatory reset, merong kaso na sinampahan na si Core sa Supreme Court regarding the third regulatory period. So during that time, from the time that it was sent to the Supreme Court, the ERC could not do its regular work because of the sub judice principle at that time. So we were discussing certain things, but on the regulatory reset, it was just moving, waiting for the decision ng Supreme Court on the regulatory asset base. And there were two other issues that were raised by Nasicore, including the appropriateness of operating expenses that have been charged to the case. No? But beyond that, I think the problem as far as reset is concerned is the PBR itself. It is a very complicated process, and that there is no expert as far as ERC is concerned. Okay, so what happens is there are issues that are coming up that takes a long time to be resolved, like the RAB and the WAC. If there is somebody who is very familiar as far as the thing is concerned, the inflation and RAB thing that you were talking about would not have gone a long way before it was discovered. Actually, that RAB-WAC relationship was discovered by ERC only in 2019 or 2020, and that is when the ERC made the correction on the beginning RAB of Meralco that created a refund of 7.8 billion. That was the only time that the error was corrected. The other thing is in terms of the consultancy. Basically, for example, appraisal of assets, because the Supreme Court already ruled against the ODRC, why do we have to have a consultant on appraisal if replacement is not going to be used anyway? So it's something that we can save on as far as consultancy fee is concerned, because we are not supposed to be using ODRC anymore. Historical cost is something that is in the books of Meralco and something that could be certified upon by the external auditors of Meralco. The same thing is true with WAC. I mean, we could have consultants every regulatory period, but there is nothing in the book that says, or in the rule that says, we can have only one consultant for a certain period. There will be a range of rates that will be recommended, and that will be applied for every institution, because not every utility entity will have the same WACC component or ending balance. But definitely, because of the economic and financial conditions are the same, that could be arranged.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Ay,
Yes, Congressman De Jesus.
Siguro, I just want to know, kasi sinasabi niya, there's no such complex daw eh. So, during his time, Mr. Chair, so, nagkaroon ba na rate reset? Yung during time of those commissioner. Anong year po kayo doon, Mr. Commissioner, no? What year you were in?
2012 to 2018.
So, you were there for 7 years or 6
7
years?
years.
7 years, right? So, during that time, nagkaroon ba kayo ng rate reset from NGCP or any DOs?
No,
No.
no.
For 7 years. You mentioned that it's very complicated kung paano yan yung PBR. So, what happened? Bakit for the 7 years wala kayo? See, the problem is, it's being penalized ang NGCP and of course the private DUs including Meralco for 7 years. Bakit ngayon kanina, I heard from Chairman De Malanta, Mona Lisa, na they're already starting it. Kung sila nakapagpagawa. So, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, if I ask Madam Mona Lisa, you started 2022. So, how many years? Sa tingin mo, kailan kayo magkakaroon ng rate reset? Sa tingin mo lang? Not you, no, Commissioner De Malanta.
Opo. Yung sa NGCP po, patapos na nga po kami. Yun pong Meralco, ang commitment po namin ay by June tapos namin para masimulan po nila.
So, in short, Mr. Chair, yung ERC, you started 2022. It will take you what, 2 years? And Meralco, 3 years? Tapos na rin? Give or ano,
Hindi po yung sa
3 or
Meralco
more years.
po.
3 or 4
Meralco
years.
po, Mr. Chair, walang isang taon kasi po fast track po itong ginagawa.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Nung naupo si Madam De Malanta as commissioner, natapos niya within 2 years and the other was less than 1 year. During panahon ni Mr. No, I'm not blaming you, Commissioner, because collegial body kayo. 7 years kayo, ni isang rate reset, wala kayong nagawa.
I think you're appreciating it in a different way. When
I
we
think
were
ERC same banana. Commissioner nung commissioner ngayon, pare-pareho lang
No,
kayo
no.
eh.
The
It doesn't
situation
matter.
is different.
Kaya, so what I'm trying to say, bakit wala kayong reset from 2012 to 2018? Yun lang naman tanong ko,
May I-
Mr. Chair.
I do not buy your statement that it's a different thing, no? So I don't buy that, Mr. Non.
That's why may I answer.
Just a moment, I'm still speaking. I don't buy that. You're answering us like you are very sure of what you're trying to do. You even corrected yourself. You said that, di ba? Di ba?
That's what I
You said a moment ago that there is a correction you made. Ibig sabihin, may error kayo.
No, the error was previously.
Oh, previously of what? Before your time?
Yes.
Oh, therefore, naniniwala ka, may error before your time. And you corrected that, di ba?
That's why I wanted to explain. The error happened during the period 2010 to the third regulatory period. That the final determination of the third regulatory period, which sets the rate for the third regulatory period, was finalized in June of 2011, before we came. So when we came, the third regulatory period has already been set. Okay. So if there was an error there, unless we try to go back, which we do not do normally, unless we go back, then that's the only time that we will see the error.
Mr.
But-
Chair.
Well,
Yeah,
you said a moment ago while you were explaining your time na you corrected the error. Yun ang binanggit mo kanina.
We did not. They corrected it.
No.
Mr. Chairman.
The record actually state that, no? You made corrections to the error.
No, we did not.
Oh,
Mr.
you
Chair,
said that.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah,
Tapusin ko
we're
muna.
gonna have,
Yan.
Sige.
Siguro, kasi
Congressman,
he keeps on saying
Jesus
na
first and then
I have
Congressman
nothing against Mr.
Fernando.
Commissioner, former Commissioner no, kasi sinasabi niya, hindi nila pwede i-correct kasi previous na tao. Bakit si Chairman Dimulan, naayos niya lahat? So, ibig sabihin, interconnected niya, parang domino effect. Pero si Madam Chair Mona, na-correct nila. So, during 7 years, wala kayong ginawa. And they're making 350,000 a month pension nila. Tapos yun lang, hindi nila makorek yun. For 7 years, walang ginawa. Meanwhile, we suffer. And we keep on blaming Meralco, Dios, and even NGCP na dapat ang ERC ang gumagawa ng trabaho. Yun lang, Mr. Chair. I'll give the floor
Okay,
to
yes,
Chairman.
Congressman
Sige,
Fernandez.
Chair?
with all due respect, with Congressman Presley De Jesus. Mr. Renon, kailan ba kayo naging commissioner?
Kapag yan?
Kailan po kayo naging commissioner?
2000, August 2011.
August 2011.
Yes.
And the problem started when? Kasi alam nyo,
Before 2011.
kasi po, para balik uli natin, yung katulad na in-explain ko kanina. Ang regulatory periods, Mr. Chairman, ano po yan, sequential yan eh. Ordinal numbers nga eh. Interconnected eh. Kapag nagsimula ka ng mali doon sa second regulatory period, sama-sama na yan, dire-diretso na yan, dire-diretso na. But if you will only see, all the documents pertaining to the different exchanges of letters coming from the commissioners, coming from the Meralco, coming from the NGCP, and the actions that was taken by the ERC, makikita po niyo yung deliberate, yung pag-iwas para magkaroon ng reset. 13 years for NGCP and 15 years for Meralco. What do you expect? Sigurado, ayaw talagang magkaroon ng reset. Yun ang katotohanan dito. But kanina nga sinasabi ko, let's not blame anymore anyone, no? Let's move forward kasi nakikita naman natin there are intention to refund. Nakita ko naman mayroong refund pero hindi complete. Hindi siya complete because walang proper reset. Walang proper rate reset. Pinagtatakpan nila through confirmation process which is devoid of any documents pertaining to the actual computation to arrive doon sa tinatawag po nating taripa. Kung wala kang pagbabasihan doon sa gagawin mong charge sa consumer, paano naging methodology yun? Wala confirmation process that was approved for the lapse period, 2016 up to now. Nag-base lang sila doon sa tinatawag na i-confirm na natin yung 1 peso and 38 centavos na inaprubahan nila ng 2011 hanggang ngayon, kahit sa lapse period, dapat yan ang gamitin natin. And I think, yun ang sinasabi ko, nag-fail ang ERC dito. And, wag na po nating, ako, nakikita ko, Mr. Chairman, moving forward, kailangan natin magkaroon ng commitment from these people that will really have to have a methodology that will cater the actual computation of the rate for our people. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, maibabalik naman po ang importante lamang yung lapse period na kinonsider nila na ito na ang taripa pero walang pinagbabasihang mga assets, walang pinagbabasihang tamang WACC, yun ang ginawa nilang computation. Yun ang ginawa nilang presyo. In other words, Mr. Chairman, 1 peso and 38 centavos, yun na. Yun na ipasok natin sa lapse period. Is that just and reasonable? Hindi po reasonable yun. And in violation of Section 43 of the EPIRA and also Section 23 to give consumer electricity in the least cost manner.